When I was at the BHU, I spoke to a psychiatrist, a couple of them, and they're dumb, dude. It's really rough. It's a super genius who one of my levels of I'm a psychologist. I'm on like I don't practice psychology, but I've solved a lot of psychological mysteries and that sort. Anyway, I'm really good at what I do. There's an HBO special like about some hitman and the psychologist, whatever. He got the it's Richard Kuklinski. Richard Kuklinski was a zoo sadist, and he's just a pervert. And the psychologist said, "Well, you have antisocial personality disorder. That means you don't feel anything when you do what you do." No, Richard Kuklinski liked hurting animals for sexual pleasure. That's the thing. He's just daft. This guy. I think he's dead now. But yeah, that was a false diagnosis. I know everything. I'm a super genius. I know all this, right? So anyway, I go to the BHU and I'm trying to heal up from my virus, and I got to talk to this psychiatrist, and they're loading me down on all these MK Ultra pills and all this stuff. And my brother, he visited me. He's a dude. I didn't want to tell you at the time, but you look like a zombie. What they were doing to you, I almost said, "You get that fucking shit away from my brother." I said, "Really? I didn't know I was that bad off." Yeah, I know it fucked me up for a time, but look, I didn't even was that. I didn't even know. I said anyway. It's like she's not a bad person. She's daft. This psychiatrist, she said that I had bipolar type 2. I said, no, no. If anything, I'm a high functioning autistic or high functioning Asperger's because I'm a super genius. And super geniuses are a little bit off in some ways, but we're really strong in a lot of other ways. And it takes a lot of time for our brains to develop more than what it takes a normal person. And she said, "No, I think you're bipolar type 2, which it's just a false diagnosis. My diagnosis of me is correct." And so, what the fuck? Yeah, I was telling this other fucking retard that was, she was getting into the job, another psychiatrist. I told her that, that borderline personality disorder does not exist. Either you are a thing or you're not. You have varying levels of certain things, and if you say, "Well, you're borderline," that means you cannot diagnose it, but you still want money. You still want a paycheck because you want to pretend that you're a psychologist. Either you know what it is or you don't. And then she says, "Okay, all right." And then I was talking to her about how, like, antisocial personality disorder does not exist. And what it is that there are adverse personality disorders, and it's a way to conglomerate things to try, like a lot of psychopaths are, unfortunately, are psychologists. So they will blend words together to make themselves seem normal because they want to cloak so they can do weird stuff to people or whatever. Good God. So anyway, I was telling her this borderline personality disorder does not exist. And then she did this so that I could hear it because she's a fucking loser. So I'm leaving and she starts talking about borderline personality disorder. Quack doctor! There you go. Quack doctor there.